Welcome to our journey in Myles. I'm Sue.
I'm Mark. And Myles, if he could talk, is in the background. It's our 2014 Newmar Dutch Star.
We're on an Adventure Caravans Guided RV Tour, the 39-day Black Hills to the Rockies, and this is our third episode of this series. We're showing what we did and where we went on days 10 through 14. We're traveling to Devil's Tower, to Buffalo, and Cody, Wyoming, and we show the logistics of each day, the events and the activities, and the great social times we have and more. So if you've never been on a caravan or on this caravan, this is a video series you want to watch.
So it sounds like we have a lot to do.
We have a
Let's
lot.
get going,
All
Sue.
right, let's do it. Good morning. It is our 10th day, and it's September 5th, 2025. Today is a travel day, and it's going to be a short one. We're going from Deadwood over to Devil's Tower. It's only about an hour and a half drive, and it's going to be a full day because we're there just one night. So once we get there, we're going to hop in the van, go over to Devil's Tower, check it out, but then in the evening, we're going to watch a movie outdoors. Close Encounter of the Third Kind.
Right, with popcorn provided by Adventure Caravans.
That's true.
And long underwear and blankets supplied by the OGM channel.
Yeah, it's going to be chill.
For everybody.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. As we travel, we want to show you some of the logistics of departing a campground and notifying the tail gunner so they'll know when everyone has left. And we also want to show you the value of the trip log that Adventure Caravan provides. This campground was a bit tight in some areas, but once again, the tail gunner was there to make sure everybody got help when needed and made it out safely.
Bob told me to give him a call when Rig 23 needs a little help backing up.
10-4, he's on his way.
Adventure 2, this is Adventure 5. We're leaving the park.
In 1/4 mile, make a sharp left
You
turn
guys
on
know
Ryan
it
Road.
too. And I'll see you on the other side. Have a safe trip.
Safe to you too. We do know what to do. We're hitting some hilly area now. We're up to 7%.
Got the jig brake on, set on high.
So we are still in South Dakota. We're heading over to Devil's Tower, and our next turn actually will be crossing into Wyoming. So we're starting to skip over the states now. One of the problems driving these two-lane highways is they don't always have a rest area. But in our trip log, we were told when to expect pullouts and how big they are, so our drivers can take a potty break. Love the trip logs.
Turn on. You want to try this? Take a look at it.
Yeah. I'm not going to debate whether or not I have enough in the tank to do this.
Just squirt it. Squirt it on me.
We can tell we're getting close by the map, but we can also tell we're getting close by the visual.
It's good you're recording this so we can show how different it looks
Oh yeah.
from a distance and up close.
Right.
It's like almost unrecognizably different. Because the scale is so goofed up right now.
Yeah. Adventure 1, this is Adventure 5. We're approaching the park.
Roger that, Adventure 5. Be sure to turn into the dirt driveway just beyond the cone. I'll go ahead and get your paperwork, get squared up.
You can see our wagon master is out here waiting for us with our paperwork, ready to roll. All right, we have arrived. We're just plugging in. No water hookup, it's just a one day. Check that out. Wow. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and once we're plugged in, we're off to explore and hike Devil's Tower. What you doing, Mark?
Yeah, cleaning the plugs. Because you know you can't count on the campground keeping them clean.
Okay, now we're off to Devil's Tower. Mark has this theory on why Devil's Towers has so many cracks and columns. Let us know what you think.
So remember, you can learn a lot of things on the OGM channel. I was a mechanical engineer for 30-some years, one of the things in machinery, when you want something to not rotate, you put keys in it, or you put flutes in it, or you put a spline in it. And you will notice the whole monument up there is got flutes in it. And this is a little known fact, but I'm telling you now because you learn things on this channel, is at night when it gets dark here, this thing actually retracts to protect it from eroding, and it's only in very early morning that it comes back out, and the flutes there keep it from rotating so that it always comes back exactly like it should be. I'm pretty sure that's what happens because this thing's in really good shape. If that's not correct, I'll get back to you, but I'm going to go check on that right now.
So we've decided to do the Tower Trail. It's the shorter trail that goes around it.
She's being nice. I decided to take the shorter one.
Well, okay, if you say so.
So the last time I was here, I had to walk through all of this, and it was pretty tough, but I was able to do it. But the Chan man, he appreciates the improvement that they have now. So let's go this way, honey. Come on. This is an astoundingly beautiful path.
Devil's Tower is considered a sacred site for over 20 Native American tribes.
So glad it's preserved.
Although it is managed as a U.S. national monument, it's a place of deep cultural and religious significance for many indigenous peoples in the region. Today, many tribes still utilize the park for traditional ceremonies, and visitors will observe prayer cloths and prayer bundles attached to trees around the park, especially along the Tower Trail. These represent a real and visible connection which Native peoples still maintain in this area. Getting caught in the crowd, he pulled you back. Take it in.
Yeah.
So this is really cool, talking about the buried tower, and the tower is still emerging. So Mark was close. He just thought it happened every night. One of the things we love to do while at Devil's Tower is watch the rock climbers.
Did you pick up the registration?
Getting inspired to hike, Mark?
More challenging. Let's go around the back. Yeah, I didn't lug all this gear here for something simple.
All right, carry on. All right, we have spotted a climber.
The highest little tree you can see.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
that's our tail gunner. That's Bob.
That's Bob, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they sent him up there. He's looking for one of our people. Yeah, they left him behind in the climb.
All right, we've got another sighting of climbers up here.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're hard to see because they're in the shadow.
Well, zoom in. Can you see the radios that they have on? Because I just radioed that I'll be up there in a couple minutes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm shooting.
Oh, yeah. I see. They're giving you a thumbs up.
Yeah,
They got the message on.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're close to the top.
Okay, here's a much better shot of the KOA, the Devil's Tower KOA that we're staying in. And it's staring right behind me at this. Where else do you get a view like that?
Thousands of people climb the tower every year. Climbers must register before and immediately after climbing. I read that there are more than 200 routes of varying level of difficulty. They say climbing is exhilarating. I think I would use the word terrifying. Maybe you just need to start young to really appreciate it. Speaking of young, as of 2025, the youngest climbers are a 6-year-old boy who summited in 2020 and a 6-year-old girl reaching the top in 2023 with her family. The oldest recorded climber was more than 90.
You know, it's funny about the Adventure Caravan group here. We're all looking up, they're looking up with their binoculars and they're checking them people out. But the reality is that the people that are up in the mountain are going to be less sore than we are, because when we all get back to our rigs, our neck are going to hurt.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm getting dizzy. I keep going back and forth.
Yeah, I get this. You know, Adventure Caravans has a standing order that if you guys do a base jump, you get your trip for free.
No ledges. Go ahead, lead the way.
But we need to live through it. That's the problem. They can
All right, we just finished up our 2-mile hike around Devil's Tower. So now we're heading back to the campground to pop some popcorn and get ready for movie time at Devil's Tower. So we're walking over where they're going to be showing Close Encounters of the Third Kind with the Devil's Tower right in the background.
What a great prop.
Yeah. And it is cold. It's about 57, 56 right now. It's going to get down to almost, I think about 45 by the time.
Kidding.
Yeah, by the time the movie's over. So we've got our down jackets on. We've got gloves and scarves. So we're ready.
I actually have long underwear on.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our spot.
around.
Oh, yeah. Kind of early, aren't you?
Well, we ain't that early. I mean, the place is filling in already. Look at the customers are coming in like mad, filling the place in.
It is day 10. Today it's September 6, 2025, and it's a travel day. We are leaving Devil's Tower today, and we're heading over to Buffalo, Wyoming. It's actually going to be another full day for us today. Besides traveling, we are going to go to a wool mill factory, and then we're going to do a Leo. That's Let's Eat Out. So it's when whoever wants to go out to eat, we'll all get together. We're going to a restaurant. I think they designated one already, and then it's basically you buy your own meal, but it's a Leo. Let's eat out. We're heading out of Devil's Tower, traveling on Interstate 90, so there are easy to find rest areas, and they are also indicated on our trip log. But this was an interesting one where there really wasn't much room for big rigs, but we noticed our fellow caravanners parking outside the stop where there were designated lanes to park. So, that's good for us too. So, isn't this convenient? We're about a half mile away from the campground, and we've got a love stop. Oh. And we have fellow travelers.
All right, we're in the pits here at Love's Fuel Stop. We've got number 5 here against number 18. Although number 18, he's pretty slim and trim himself. Even though we all know Sue is, I don't know, this could be a tight race.
I have a torn rotator cuff. Once we were all settled at our next campground, we carpooled over to Mountain Meadow Wool. And what a great experience. This is a small family-operated mill that transforms raw wool into premium yarn and oversee the process from working with the best sheep ranches in Wyoming to processing and spinning the yarn to even operating their very own in-house knitting.
clearing rolls and then it's going to start traveling the yard.
Every piece reflects a commitment to sustaining local ranchers and reviving the American wool industry after declining wool prices over the past 2 decades threatened this historic operation. The ranch-to-home approach guarantees traceability, so you can see exactly which ranch your yarn came from, supporting local ranchers while delivering high-quality fiber. Whoa, you made a friend?
See that eye like, ah.
All right, so we are in Buffalo. We had a really good drive here, very wide open roads, and now it's time for Leo. Let's eat out.
Yeah.
The social stuff that they have with Adventure Caravan
and they
is always really nice.
They spaced the Leo, the Let's Eat Out, They space it on days that they know that we're traveling, and you don't necessarily want to come to the campground after you've been navigating and traveling and cook a big meal.
It's a nice way to relax.
Works out really good.
Yeah, it's a good way to relax. Let's go eat. How about that? Of course, there is dessert, strawberry rhubarb with ice cream and coffee. But we got something better. Look at that one. Good morning. It is day 12. It's September 7th, 2025, and we are in Buffalo, Wyoming. Today is actually a rideshare day. We're going to go into the historic downtown Buffalo, and we're going to get a tour of the historic Occidental Hotel. It's like over 140 years old. It's had visitors like Wild Bill Cody and Teddy Roosevelt. So we're going to get a feel of the Wild West when we're down there. We're actually going to also have lunch with the group down there. So that'll be really cool. And we have a trip meeting tonight, later on. Because tomorrow we're actually driving, and we're going to head over to Cody and we're going to hit the mountains. But today, it's Buffalo, Wyoming.
I would have actually been ready today to do the intro along with Sue, but I had to make sure I didn't look like a tourist, so I changed so that I fit in. What do you think, honey?
It's the socks. Yeah, you got it all working for you. Yeah. All right, let's get going. Buffalo, Wyoming, historic area. Founded in 1880, the Occidental Hotel quickly became one of the most renowned hotels in Wyoming. It's located near the Bozeman Trail at the foot of the Bighorn Mountains. You can see photos in the hall of the many famous guests that visited there, like Buffalo Bill Cody, Teddy Roosevelt, Calamity Jane, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, and others. But during the Great Depression of the 1930s, the hotel began to fade. And by the 1980s, the hotel, run down and dilapidated, seemed destined to be torn down and lost to history. But the building was purchased in 1997 by Don Dawson, who began the painstaking 10-year process of historic restoration. And today, you can check into a room or a suite at the Occidental and transport yourself back in time. The back bar is the original back bar that was brought in by Wagon 100 years ago. Even the bullet holes in the saloon are original.
So I took a look at it, and it really looks good. I'm so glad we brought Ziploc bags and Tupperware.
This is David Stewart, who now co-owns the Occidental Hotel with his wife Jackie here in Buffalo, Wyoming. David is a songwriter who won awards including gold records, and we were fortunate to be treated to his talent while we ate. Now the music you hear right now is not David's due to copyright. Some more unexpected entertainment was two of our fellow caravanners.
So I was just he really cleared me up on a lot of things. The buffet was just fantastic, and there was a real assortment of meat that we had on the menu. And apparently everything that you see up here along the ceiling, he was explaining, was cooked today in our meal. We got some of the buffalo here, we got antelope, and it was really good. I thank you very much for setting our viewers straight on today's.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, the meat from the 1880s was very well aged. It was aged.
Yeah.
I mean, it had just the right amount of salt and pepper to it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And the Mexican fighting bull, he was a little tough.
Yeah.
You know, his meat is probably from being seasoned over the years. Probably got gored a few times.
Yeah. But it was very fresh. Because Sue, if you'll swing around and show it, the back half is actually still in the kitchen.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, so we just finished a lovely brunch, and actually it was so nice in there. We just hung out and socialized a good time with
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. It was a good time, and once again, another bonus on these caravans, getting to know people, making good friends, and hanging out and exploring together.
Well, and being able to talk about RVs, honey. One
Oh
of my
yeah,
favorite things.
oh, that's the most important
Yeah.
part. All right, we're just gonna walk around the historic Buffalo, Wyoming, and it's a Sunday. Pretty much everything's closed, but we can check it out. All right, it's time for our evening trip meeting right now. We're traveling tomorrow. We're going from Buffalo, Wyoming over to Cody, and this is when we're going to hit some elevation. I think the highest is like 9,600.
Got a dip here.
Yep.
So hopefully our dash cameras will work, because this should be some spectacular driving, and who knows, maybe you'll catch some in the cab talking when Sue and I are talking about
freaking out. Totally, Jake breaks and freaking out. So anyways, we're having a meeting, and usually at the meetings is when we share treats. So today is the even numbered rigs that are going to bring some snacks.
And the evens have been beating the odds out 2-1. So
all right, here we go. Trip meeting. Morning. You can see Mark is working hard setting up our cameras. It is day 13 and it's September 8th, 2025. Today is actually a travel day, going from Buffalo, Wyoming over to Cody. And this is going to be one of those rides that, well, I'm not crazy about. Anyways, we're going to be going through the mountains. We're going to hit up to like 96,000 feet in elevation. We had a couple rides in the past that were kind of exciting too. Very pretty, but we'll link those up. Highway 12 we went on the Grand Circle. That was nerve-wracking for me. And then we had another one. We'll put that one up too. I think it was I-70. So anyways, we are heading over to Cody, and it should take us Google time about 3 hours. For us, obviously much longer. We're heading through the mountains, and I have a very safe driver, which I'm glad for. Glad that he's slow and steady, and I'm also glad we have engine brakes. Here we go. Adventure 2, this is Adventure 5. We're leaving the park.
10-4, Adventure 5, headlights on, tripometer set, and have a safe trip.
We are leaving the park, and we just got a text from our wagon master that on 2 mile markers, the roads are rough. There was some damage, and they said, heed the warning, it's rough, so just go slow. So again, nice having the wagon master scouting the whole route out and coming back and reporting to us how the conditions are. Oh. Gotta love a caravan. This was a beautiful drive. And you can always tell you're going into an elevation change when you see a lineup behind the slow and cautious vehicle, or when you start to see you're going to have a passing lane coming up. We really like to see those signs. All right, we're going up, and Mark has it floored. There we are, 33 miles per hour. He's got it floored. That's okay, I'm okay with slow and steady.
So I'm worried that I'm going to be a disproportionately muscled man by the time we get done with this, because my leg, I can already feel a strain of standing on the gas pedal the entire time. Excuse me, standing on the diesel pedal.
There you go, diesel. About a mile up, we've got where we actually will get a passing lane. We'll get 2 lanes on our side so we can get over since we're slow. So it looks like every few miles when we're heading up, at least we'll have a chance to get out of the way.
There's one more, there's somebody on a tricycle that's going to pass us.
Oh my God. So one thing that's happening as we're going through the mountains is on our Garmin, it's telling us that like our Verizon hotspot is not connected. We're going through the mountains. And I'm looking at my tablet. I think I'm on our AT&T hotspot for that one. and it's still working, but it doesn't give you the detail. It's just all blurred. So that is the reason why we love our Garmin. It's satellite. So no matter where we are, in the mountains, in the valley, we're still connected. We can still read the map and where we're going. Is there anything else you want to?
Yeah. Tell people to check out your excellent review at the RV 1095, because I love it enough that if Sue left me, I'd marry my Garmin.
Ooh, maybe. All right, check out the Garmin tutorial and review that we did. We love our Garmin. And we are climbing and climbing, and it looks like we're close to the summit, 9,666 feet. Highest point we'll do on this road. It's a point of interest. Talking about going down pretty soon, and here's the pullout on the left, if you're so inclined. All right, it's downhill from here, babe. So we're doing about 18 miles down. Use your lower gears, and they say that there are some parking areas and pullouts in the next 16 miles. Good to know. So we're making a little stop just so Mark can go to the restroom. We're at a brake check pullout. And I just want to say thank you, Adventure Caravan, for making this trip log, because I can follow along mile by mile. I knew this was coming up. We had traffic building up behind us. So it actually gave us a chance to let people get ahead of us. So this trip log that they put together is so valuable. I don't know about you, but this sign always makes me a bit nervous. I can't imagine having to use one of these or even witness someone else using it. But maybe that's just me. Just because it says 70 doesn't mean you have to do it. I recommend you don't do it, Mark.
So I'm a little worried, honey. We've been driving for 5 hours, and I just looked at the Garmin, and in 3 miles we have to turn into an alley. I'm a little uncomfortable with that.
The alley?
Yeah.
Adventure 1, this is Adventure 5. We're about a mile out.
Roger that, Adventure 5. I'm going to have you turn right just after the traffic cone. Come on down to the end. I'll get your paperwork and get you parked.
Roger that.
Right after the cone. Okay.
Here's some interesting material from Cody.
Okay.
Also, they're having a 50% off sale inside of the camp store.
Okay.
So feel free to go buy stuff that you absolutely don't need.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. 311.
311. We got it.
Here you go, honey.
Good morning. It is day 14. It's September 9th, 2025. And we are in Cody, Wyoming. We're actually going on a trolley tour of Cody this morning. And I love trolleys. Whenever we go to different cities we don't really know, we end up, and they have a trolley, we end up hopping up on that.
And the reason we like the trolley is it gives you a flavor of the city, and something that you think you were going to do, maybe you don't do, and something that you didn't even know was available, that's what you end up doing.
Right. So we're going to get a trolley tour first, and then we'll see the Buffalo Bill Dam. And we're going to go check out the Buffalo Bill Center of the West. Is
Correct.
that what it's called? Okay, and just kind of putz around. the rest of the afternoon. But this evening,
we have the cowboy music variety dinner show. I know it sounds hokey. We end up loving them typically.
They're fun.
Because
They're
by
fun.
the end of the day, you just want to be entertained and you want to be in the theme of where you are and you want to be fed.
Yeah. So we're heading over to the trolley, day 14.
Yep, let's get going.
Let's do it. And once again, our wagon master keeps us posted on what we're doing today and where we should be. It's like corralling wild cats, but the texts help a lot. Here's our trolley. We're going back with the naughty. So we've got guides that will be telling us what is going on in Cody.
Now, Buffalo Bill built this hotel in the year 1902. He spent $80,000 building it. He meant it to be the most luxurious hotel in all the Rockies, and it was.
And if you look up on that top level there, that was Buffalo Bill's personal.
All over the world were recognizing him from dime novels and newspaper articles, and they were constantly asking him about the West. In fact, when this photo was taken around the year 1900, he was the most famous person on the planet. After Buffalo Bill died, the town wanted to erect a monument to honor him. They found an artist out of New York City by the name of Gertrude Vanderbilt Whitney. Now, she was happy to do it because she knew Buffalo Bill personally.
As we're driving out to Buffalo Bill Dam, we passed Cody Stampede Park. Cody proudly holds the title of the rodeo capital of the world. And we also passed Old Trail Town with authentic frontier buildings from the 1890s. But unfortunately, they were both closed for the season. We drove through 3 tunnels that are part of the scenic drive to the dam's visitor center. And they call it a scenic drive for a reason. It was beautiful.
As Alan is turning us around, we're getting ready to head back towards town. I just want to make sure that everybody's still on board.
Just got off the trolley. Awesome tour. Gotta do it.
Well, and it was very hard for us to film because there was so much to see and you were swiveling around.
Yeah.
And just like we predicted, we have a game plan now. We're going to go back to the rig, going to get a little lunch or something, and then we're going to plot out the probably four different stops we're going to have before we have to meet up with the caravan to go to the variety cowboy show tonight.
All right,
so we're going to be busy. Plus,
here's the cool part. We got a wooden nickel. So after the trolley ride, we had a little lunch in our rig, and we decided to drive back here over to the dam. And we're going to go into the visitor center and get more info and get a much better view of the dam once we're over there.
Yeah, that's not what I said. When we were on a trolley tour and we drove by this thing, I told Sue, I said, "Damn, we got to go to that dam." You know, it's a small little dam, but apparently they were saying on the bus tour that because it's kind of an arch, kind of like a rounded crescent type of dam, it was kind of a practice run for the Hoover Dam. That worked out well for them. And there was a city that they ended up flooding.
Mark is correct. The dam was completed in 1910, and the reservoir was flooded in the years following its completion. That town that was flooded was Marquette. It had a post office, saloon, a general store, and was located in the area that is now under the water of the reservoir. All of the buildings were actually relocated before the flooding, other than a few outbuildings and old homesteads further up. You can see in the distance there, we're going to walk over to the visitor center. Wow, they must be big because we're pretty far away.
Yeah.
Wow. What you thinking about, Mark?
Well, I'm looking at all of the minerals deposited here, you know, the witness marks of where the water has been. And I'm thinking about when we were in the Badlands and my Keurig coffee machine took a dump because of all the minerals going through it.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
It did. That was traumatic. Oh my God. Holy smokes. Woo, hang on to your camera. Wow. Must be one of the tunnels during construction. Wow. Look at that. First, let's check out the video and get educated.
So the unusual thing about this Buffalo Bill Dam is that it's so compact, but yet it's so tall, and it's so accessible here to see everything. And, you know, we decided to go into the visitor center first so that we didn't talk 100% nonsense, only 50%. You know? But apparently, this dam, when they were putting it together, had a number of companies that attempted it, a number of them that went belly up. And when they finally finished it and they started using it, it wasn't too long after that that they had to come back in and add another, I don't know, 15, 20 feet to it back in the 90s. And that's why it looks so modern on where we are right now. But the really cool thing about this dam is that when you're in the visitor center there, you're literally looking at a picture of all of the things downstream and how the dam operates. And you can turn right around and look through the window and look at this. And then when you get confused, you can turn around and you can look at the picture and you can look at this dam. So it's been really cool.
This is just beautiful area.
All right, we apologize for the sound and the wind. It's about 20 miles an hour here. We've got these wind muffs on here. Still didn't do the trick. This muff would have to be as big as a small Volkswagen to be able to do the job. But let's get going, Sue, because I don't want to take all day. We've got other things to do today. Come on, Sue. We've got a lot of walking to do.
Oh boy.
What cool. It's got a big hat.
You know what they say about big hats? Big head.
So there's several museums in here. We're going to do the Buffalo Bill one first, and we're going to learn all about them. William Cody, better known as Buffalo Bill, was one of the most famous figures of the American Old West, and he started his legend at the age of 23. He was an American soldier, bison hunter, and what made his name known worldwide is he was a showman. Cody became famous for his Wild West shows, which brought the drama of the American West to audiences around the world. Check out this map that actually shows all the places he's been throughout the years of his performing throughout the world. And this is the cast of people that traveled with him. And you're not even seeing the horses. Can you imagine? There are several museums inside the center, but because of time, we only got to a couple. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. Where are you? Okay, we kind of spent a lot of time playing in the pop art area too. It actually was fun.
So this is just like Costco, wherever you are. You always make sure you leave your image and your mark on wherever you're visiting.
All right, we are ready for the dinner show at the Cody Cattle Company. A night of food and live music.
So what did you get there, Sue?
Oh, wow. It's a spicy margarita, jalapeno. Wow. It's got a kick.
Since I'm a man with my Bloody Mary, I needed a beer chaser. And since it's a small Bloody Mary, my chaser is bigger than the Bloody Mary.
It really is. Cheers. It's got a bite. So we've got our drinks, and now we're ready to eat. One of our fellow caravanners was chosen to get the meal started.
I've not had somebody under the age of like 22 up here for this job. How old are you? I'm the right guy. I bet you are. Get in, cowboy. All right. Ed, you ever rung a dinner bell before? No. Seriously? You ever play the triangle like back in music class or anything? You hold that, I'm going to hold this, you're going to go around in a circle hitting all three sides as loud and accurately as you can. All right, on the count of three, you guys say, "Ed, ring that bell!" 1, 2, 3! Ed, ring that bell! That is exactly how I would expect a professional contractor to do that. Nicely done, Ed. Table one, you guys stand up. You got hungry people behind you. Enjoy your dinner, everybody.
Ed, it's all in the wrist, you know?
We should have gotten a ring.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
Oh my God, they're not marked. How do I know where to put it? Oh. Well, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not.
There you are, we got you again.
Actually, I'd like to start by introducing you to our bass player down here. This young man spends his winters in Apache.
And once again, we didn't want to play their music because we didn't want to have copyright problems. So what you're hearing is from Artlist. And as you can see, we all had a great time. And that's it for episode 3, day 10 through 14. We hope you enjoyed it and that we're giving you a feel of what this caravan is about and how the day-to-day logistics work. And really, I think a big part of making an adventure awesome is the people.
Yeah.
From wagon master to tail gunner to the new friends that we made.
And the great YouTubers that occasionally attend one of these caravans.
We've had great experiences, but I really think the people make it big. And at this point, you might want to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell because our next episode in this Black Hills to the Rockies series will have one more day in Cody, going to the World War II Japanese-American confinement site, and then on to Yellowstone National Park. Love that area.
And if you don't believe us, check my hat. Because yes, we already went there. We do appreciate you watching and subscribing because the YouTube algorithm recognizes the relevance of YouTube channels only when folks actually subscribe to them. This action prompts YouTube to recommend our channel to others like you, and we can connect with more and more people. It's free and especially good with coffee in the morning. So, until we get to meet you on the road or in a campground, or regrettably in a repair place someday, we invite you to join us most Sunday mornings for another episode of Our Journey in Myles.
See you on the road.